It's so quiet right now. This is Alessandro Road, and Live Oak Canyon and Timotea Canyon is just right down there where Kelly Bullwinkle was murdered. She was only 18 years old when she was shot twice in the head and then buried in a shallow grave by two high school friends, or at least she thought they were friends. Her decomposed body was found by hikers about a month later, and she was then buried here at Hillside Memorial Park in Redlands, California. This is a side gate to the cemetery, which is right by the office. So it's right here. I mean, I think it's like over where all these flags are, I think, at least in this direction. Her Find a Grave Memorial page didn't have a GPS, so I called the cemetery last week and asked them for directions, and they were nice enough to send me this map of the cemetery with very detailed instructions on how to find her gravesite. As you can see, she's near the back of the cemetery, which appears to be the newer section of the cemetery. That's really nice. Oh, there's a golf ball. I wonder if that came from the golf course. Is there a golf course next door? Or did somebody leave that?
You're supposed to come and play it.
Alright, so it's going to be right around here somewhere. It's definitely here in a newer section. Well, this guy was very young. That's sad. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Yeah, so it must be right down here. It's curve 85. And her mother, I think, died fairly recently as well. And I think they're probably buried next to each other. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a very small one. I wonder if she was cremated. Yeah, these seem to be, well, I don't know, maybe not. It's hard to say. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really see the picture anymore. And she's here with her mom. Yes, it was 2003, and let me just do a pan here, and I'll add a GPS to her Find a Grave Memorial page. Some of you have asked how I do that, and what I do is I open up the Find a Grave app on my phone, and I stand at her grave, and you go down to a button that says click to add the GPS. You click it, and it just automatically adds the GPS to wherever you're standing. The murder was so horrific and just so heinous, and reportedly it happened just because Kinsey Nordman was jealous of her because Kelly had a crush on her boyfriend, Damian Guerrero. And Guerrero had a gun, and I don't know if it was Damian's idea or Kinsey's idea. Apparently it was Kinsey's idea to lure her to this remote area and then to shoot and kill her just out of jealousy. Quite a number of movies and documentaries and TV shows have been made about this incident over the years. I'm sure many of you watching have probably seen some of those shows. It was just so sensational. It was just so hard to believe that anyone could do that. I mean, it does happen a lot, unfortunately, but it was just such a gruesome and senseless murder. Apparently, Kelly left work. She was working part-time at Baker's Burgers, a drive-through fast food restaurant not far from the cemetery here, and that was the last time she was seen. Apparently, she met up with Kinsey and Damian, and they took her out into the canyons nearby the cemetery here, and that's where they shot and killed her. And then afterwards, reportedly, after they buried her body, then they went out for dinner and a movie. So just so hard to believe that people could be so cruel and callous and just heartless. Now, I just recently checked, and this is 2025, and Damian has already been released. He served just a little under 20 years for his role in the murder, and as far as I could tell, Kinsey is still in prison. Kinsey was sentenced to 45 years in prison and convicted of first-degree murder. Damien was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 15 years to life and ended up serving almost 20 years. He was released on July 20th, 2023. So he's already been out for 2 years. If any of you happen to have known Kelly or know more about this story, please feel free to share with us in the comments section. I've been wanting to come here for a couple of years now. It's only about 45 minutes from, not even 45 minutes from Palm Springs, and it's taken me all this time to finally get here, but better than late than never. So she's been gone for more than 2 decades now. It's hard to believe. Time just goes by so fast. So anyway, I'm glad I was able to visit and remember Kelly Bullwinkle and help keep her memory alive. As always, thanks for joining me on this trip to the cemetery, and I'll hope to see you once again on my next trip to the cemetery.